Hey, I feel like having a car share at the old Vinyl Village Garage. You got the GTO moved out of the way, the Trans Am sitting out here, but I feel like there's something missing. And I feel like it's sitting right inside there. Really don't think I need to say a whole lot because I'm pretty sure that just speaks for itself. This car looks even better out here in the daylight and in the sun. Really want to go for a drive, so I think I just might, but I'm going to have to find something to sit on. I typically just sit on the floorboard, but that's just a little sketcy, so I'm going to dig around here in the garage to see if I can find something to prop myself up on, but in the meantime, I'll give you a little walk around here and see what this thing looks like. So what exactly is this video about? I have no idea. Besides, sometimes you just need to take a break and have some fun and enjoy the why I've been spending all these countless hours putting this car back together. I kind of want to go for a drive around the block. I've never driven this car besides the 15, 20 feet off the trailer right here into this spot in the garage, which is now empty and occupied by anything important. But it's kind of nice to see my garage spot back. And I also can see that I need to clean this place up. I have totally trashed it playing cars, and it's time to do a little maybe reset. But I want to find something to sit on. Eventually I'll figure out something that makes a great idea that'd be comfortable so I can push on the brake pedal and feel good on the floor. But I think I got an idea right there. You know, I think that should just about work. Now the other idea here is you put these things in the freezer first. It's like a cooled seat, and then in the winter you can actually warm these things up a little bit and you'll have a heated seat. So it should work out pretty nice. But I may keep looking. I have a feeling I just don't think I'm going to think it's enough lumbar support, but we'll keep checking and see what else I can find in the garage. It might just I keep messing around trying to find something to sit on besides that floorboard. I got some mail the other day from a couple of viewers. I want to check it out and share with you what I've got. Let's open these things up and see what's inside. All right, well, I'll just have a seat right here, see what I can come up with, see what's hiding here inside my prize packages. This one here is from a fellow from Kentucky. I keep your name and address safe because, well, you know, you just never know. Well, this is an awfully comfy place to sit. Oh, it's like Christmas in July, but it's not July. Kind of August. I missed it. I was trying to get the Great Pumpkin done for the Trans Am Nationals. I've been burning both ends of the, I guess, of the candle, so to speak, trying to get this thing done. But you guys know what this is? This is pretty cool. This goes right on top of that battery to make it look like a vintage battery. So thank you. This is going to go to use right there on the Great Pumpkin. It wasn't something I was originally going to buy, but it will definitely add another level of detail to that car. And the other one here, I'll tell you about where this is from. This is from my buddy Brian Minson out in Arizona. I plan on making another trip back out there. Go play cards with him again here very, very soon. I've also got a trip to Pennsylvania to visit my buddy Louie, too. He's going to, we got a little prize out there I got to tear apart and get back here to Indy. But nonetheless, let's see what he sent me. That's pretty cool. Now, this appears to, be a couple of them here. Nice. Okay, hey. This is from Firebird Fest, and we just did that this year. If you notice that car in the front and center, well, that is the Trans Am. That was actually picked for a picture retake. They did a picture similar back in the 80s of all the Firebirds lined up, and they used the Trans Am in the front, so I got to do that too. Hey, Brian, thanks for this. I want to hang one on the wall and find a place to put that, maybe right there on the bedroom wall. I'm sure the missus will love it. But thank you, Brian. Appreciate that a whole lot. But I just need to find something to sit on in the Great Pumpkin, but I'll place my hand on something here, figure something here in a minute, and then we're going to go for a ride. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this thing on. I actually give it an extra 25, 30 horsepower. Actually, no, I just have kind of a cool little thing to add to it. Looks like I have to pop this handle off. Let me take that off. All right, bam, just like that, that handle is gone. And this install is just as easy as that. Now, once that's pressed in place, go ahead and slap the battery cables back on. But look at that. It added like a vintage look and extra horsepower, I'm certain. But we'll go ahead and put this back on here. That least this little addition's done. And then again, appreciate it immensely for this very nice gift, because that adds really cool sense of detail to under the hood of the Great Pumpkin here. Everything looks pretty period correct, except for the cold making happen or thing right there. But hey, I like air conditioning because I'm getting older. Got a few things to tie up. I'm actually going to make the windshield washer system work. I got to put the wiper motor back in, but got to rebuild the washer pump still. If you guys want to see how that's going to happen, video coming up out here pretty soon. Got to wire in my idle bump up solenoid with the AC kicks on. Got to wire in the trinary switch to run the fan for the condenser only when it's up to pressure. And then also I got the switch here to cycle the compressor. So a few little wire and loose ends to tie up, but we almost got this thing wrapped up. But nonetheless, I think we need to go for a ride. But I think I finally found the solution for something to sit on. Well, maiden voyage of the Great Pumpkin. Take one. I guess we're going to give it a heck of a go here, see how it works out. I think the engine I'm pretty confident in. Transmission, well, never heard of transmission shift yet, but we're going to go for a test drive. But check all the stuff here on the inside out. Radio works, air conditioning will work, so hook up the compressor. All my gauges. I did that video the other day. The fuel gauge works, so I put a little more gas in it. My oil pressure gauge, on the other hand, well, still dead. I got to do some testing on it. Got to get that working. And my temperature gauge, look, it's starting to come up off of 100. So I believe that's good. And if you can see that out there, the old hood tech, that works pretty nice too. I guess we'll find out how the speedometer works. We have a whole 11 miles that I haven't put on the car yet. That's a new odometer. Let's go ahead and go for a ride. First off, idle's nice. Throttle's good. I know it goes in reverse and back down the garage. Go ahead and back down the driveway here. Of course, this is kind of exciting, scary, and all a big mix at once because, well, again, never drove this thing. All right, there we go. Brakes work. Speedometer's working. Ride's nice. Got a little whine from the rear axle, unfortunately, though. I think I got a bearing going bad. I don't know if it's an axle bearing or a pinion bearing. Kind of sounds like an axle bearing. I think we'll head back before we get too far from home. Big fancy turnaround here. Transmission shifts, brakes feel great, steering is good, ride's nice, no weird noises, minus a differential noise of some sort, but got a little bit of a growl. I've tried to be quiet. I don't know if you can pick it up in the microphone or not, my camera, but I've got a differential issue. I did pull the cover off and looked at it. There was no weird debris, and it was actually really clean on the inside, so must have missed something somewhere, but I didn't pull the gears out. So we're going to be doing a video on finding and fixing a rear end noise in your Pontiac, but it also works with any of your car. They have the same bearing, the same setup. I don't have any weird smells or anything out of the ordinary, so I think he survived. And look at that, up the temperature now, temperature gauge working, still dead over here. Need to do some testing on that, but fuel gauge, well, that went down just a little bit because I'm sure this thing gets fantastic gas mileage, and we put just about a mile on the bad boy here, so. Hey, so we made it back. The Great Pumpkin has made its inaugural voyage, about a mile or so there on the odometer, and nothing really out of the ordinary besides a little differential noise. Whatever, you know, that's one of those things. That's why we're going to do a shakedown. I guess some things, I'm sure I'm going to find a couple other small items that need addressing, but super pleased with how it performed. Brakes work great, steering wheel felt good. I just eyeballed the alignment. It tracks good, but it still needs to be aligned. But the other thing I'll let you guys know, I will not be making the Trans Am Nationals. I was really pushing hard here to get this thing done, but as you can tell, I don't exactly have an entire interior. I do have a seat. Don't worry, there'll be a video on the seats. You're not going to miss out on that. I just wanted to go for a drive because I had just put this thing in high gear, me trying to knock this thing out and get it done. But I didn't want to cut corners and hack it up, but I'm not going to make the Trans Am Nationals with it. I was really hoping to do a little debut there, but just couldn't get it to happen. You know, I've got life and a job, and we can't always devote all of our time to this. And I wanted to go for a drive because I feel a little defeated that I didn't make it. And I wanted to share it with you guys there at the Trans Am Nationals, but don't you worry, this car will get finished. We'll find some way somehow to see it and get it shown. You guys can check it out in person nonetheless, but appreciate you following me on the journey of the Great Pumpkin. Got a little more videos left to do, the seats, center console, carpet, wiring those few items under the hood, but the inaugural voyage, we made it back in one piece, and I think this car is going to work out to be really, really great. Hope you guys continue to join us on the continuation of the Great Pumpkin. A few more episodes left, and you just need to wait and see what our next project's going to be because, well, I got a few ideas, but I think I've ironed out to which one, and you don't want to miss that. So appreciate you following me on the journey, and we'll catch you guys next time.